Hello everybody, it's me, Pred, and we are here with part 10 after building that rifle. And I decided to do this part post-commentary because I did a lot of gathering quests. Well, actually I pursued the quest of building that vehicle. So, yeah, that rifle I built, I implemented it into the game, and it looked kind of cool on paper, but it does kind of look cool in the game. But the rifle butt, I think that's what it's called, it's that thing you press against your shoulder. It's like way too small. It doesn't really look good. So the next time I build a rifle, I have to watch out for that. And of course, as one user pointed out on the last building video, that I should use the mirror tool. And I didn't actually know that existed. I only found about I only got to know that after I watched a tutorial on how to place wheels on vehicles, and that's where the mirror tool was explained. And so I didn't really know it existed. That's because I never read the in-game manuals, which is kind of stupid. So I implemented the rifle into the game, and then I got to a part that kind of pissed me off again. It was those fire bearers. They spawn and they attack the ship, and they do a crap load of damage, and they take a crap load of damage, and they're really hard to kill. So I don't know why they actually have to spawn next to the ship all the time. I mean, I know it's a fire bearer cave, but I killed them like twice already, so I don't really know why they have to respawn. It's kind of dumb, and that is actually something I will get to later. So the next thing I wanted to do is find that fuel, petroleum, to get that vehicle quest done. Because you run around a lot, so I thought a vehicle would be pretty awesome. So the thing is, where do you find petroleum? You don't know. Nobody tells you. Maybe there is somebody who tells you, but I couldn't find that person. So I had to look it up on the internet because I didn't feel like running around everywhere on the map to find petroleum. So somebody said it's somewhere at the beach between the Fire Bear Cave and your starting location. So that's where I did. I went along the beach and scanned the area a couple of times until I finally found petroleum, and that was actually pretty easy to mine or extract. So yeah, I did that. As you can see, I don't think I really showed any gathering yet, so I'll do that fast forwards. Just you can see what a pain in the ass it actually is. So I finally found some petroleum on the map, as you can see, and I started gathering. So as I told you before, I did this to actually, get that vehicle quest done, because I think this is actually the last part of the vehicle quest where you can actually start building your vehicle and implement it into the game. So that's what I did, and then I was like, well, the materials you use for the vehicle, they always look pretty bland in a way, because if you build a vehicle out of wood, it looks like wood, and if you build a vehicle out of steel, it has that light grayish tone to it, which kind of doesn't look very good. So I thought, okay, let's see what you need for pigments, so you can paint your vehicle, and you need two resources. I think it was corn flour and mushrooms. So I thought, okay, let's go into the woods and collect some mushrooms. So I ran around in the wood for 15 minutes and I didn't find one single mushroom. And I started running around in the fields for another 15 minutes, and I didn't find any corn flour or corn bloom. I don't know what it's called. So I quickly, well, not really quickly, like about after 40 minutes, I gave up on it, and I was like, okay, let's just buy some pigments. So that's what I did. And one thing I noticed here, and I will talk about this later, they did something to the monster respawn, because they spawn a lot, and you have tougher monsters already in this area now, and you waste a lot of bullets on them. If you fight them with like sword and shield, you take a crap load of damage, so you die a lot. So it's not really a fun change, I would say. So yeah. So while running around in the fields, I actually finished that Kill 3 Rhino quest, which is kind of cool. even though I already had a sword made out of steel and a shield also. So I finished that, got the petroleum, and then I started building a vehicle. That took me a long, long time. I think I built the first vehicle I tried to build. I built it for like 1 hour, and it looked kind of cool. It looked a little bit clunky, and then I implemented it into the game. I don't have any footage of that, and I couldn't drive because it said, you don't have any steering wheels, even though I had 4 wheels. So I had to look around a little bit in the editor, and you actually have to put a check mark next to, if you select a wheel, you get this little menu on the right side. You can change the angles of the wheel, and then you can put a little check mark in a box which says, where it says this is a steering wheel. So if you ever build a vehicle, you have to watch out for that, or you can't steer. Yeah, so I did that, and you will see the vehicle in game now. I think I did a pretty good job. As Barani said, it looks like a skateboard car, but it's kind of cool because you have these decals, so you can implement your own little pictures into the game and then paint them on the vehicle. I did that just for a test with our little channel logo we have. See here now, I'm going to implement the vehicle into the game, and this is going to be quite a long video because I'm starting out. Where is it? Come on, there it is. Look at that pink mobile. It has a turret on top which you can control. It has like 2 energy cells. It's pink. It has 1 motor, and it has that little seat on the back. Yeah, as I said, it's a lot of fun making these vehicles. Or making stuff in this model thing right here. So I was like, okay, great. I went to the starting camp to implement the vehicle because there were fire bears again attacking me. So I was like, come on, no, I'm not gonna chase after like 4 fire bears. Try to kill them, waste all my bullets, probably die 4 times while doing so. Because I just wanted to like implement my vehicle, and I think it looks pretty awesome. You have this nice feeling of sensation when you implement something into the game that you built yourself, because it seems like it's coming to life. So that is probably my favorite part of the game. It's awesome. But now let's come to the stuff that really bothers me. So it's kind of cool driving around in this vehicle, but you will notice quickly, because I'm going to drive back to that place where we got the quest from, because she wants us to give her a ride. So as you can see, I don't know if this is because we're using wooden wheels, but whenever you drive over like a little slope or something, your vehicle takes damage. And I think of, okay, that was okay because I was like driving down a mountain, as you just saw in the video, but you have this, it's like a voxel based game, so the terrain is not even. So I think that's okay, but your vehicle takes like damage sometimes out of nowhere, and I don't know if it's because of the wooden wheels or not. But my plan was, okay, I'm going to build a vehicle so I can travel through that forest really fast. But I can't even travel fast over the grassland because the vehicle just takes too much damage. Talking about damage, the turret on top, it does like no damage. It's like a limp dick, to be honest. And your vehicle gets attacked a lot. These small animals are okay. They kind of suck when you get swarmed by them. I think we will see this later on. There is no sound for the turret. There is no sound for the vehicle. So it kind of feels really odd. It's alpha, and they'll probably implement sound effects for that. But it does not feel very nice, I guess, not very fluent to drive around in your vehicle where it doesn't make any sound. It's kind of weird. And then the next part, I think I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. So, yeah, I fast forwarded. As you can see, I take damage all the time while driving over little slopes and stuff like that. So the next part was actually the part where I thought, Oh man, I'm getting fed up with this game. This game has so many flaws right now. I don't know if it's the engine actually. Sometimes I'm afraid that this is like hard coded into the game and will not be easily fixed. Um, so this is the next part that's coming up. You have that stone bridge going over the river, and that was something that where I thought, okay, I'm having fun building crap, I'm having fun implementing it into the game, but I'm not actually having fun playing the game because it's so clunky. Everything is so clunky. So I went towards that bridge, and there's this giant bird, as you can see there, hovering over that bridge. And that wasn't there before. That must have been implemented into the last patch. I know we fought these birds um, earlier in the game after went looking for that backpack. And that bird takes a crap ton of damage. It does a lot of damage, and you can't really hit it with the turret because the turret is limited. So I was like, okay, I built this awesome vehicle. I want to try it out. I want to finish that quest, and I'm going to drive back, and you just get this. It's I was so frustrated at this moment. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna drive away from that thing. Your vehicle actually takes a lot of damage, so it doesn't break that easily. Same with ammo or fuel. It actually, can drive for a long time. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get over the bridge, but no, that bridge doesn't want me to go over it, so I get stuck right there. I don't know why. I think my wheels were like hanging into the air. I have this giant bird attacking me. You can't really kill it with the turret because the turret, look at that, it does like 14 damage per shot. The turret is useless if you ask me. It might be good for like small animals or something, but it's definitely not good enough for anything bigger than a bird or something, or like a one of those little rabbit guys. So I'm like, okay, I'm fed up. I'm gonna get out of the car and I'm gonna kill it. So that's what I actually do, I think, now. Yeah. So you can just pick it up, go over the bridge. I think that's kind of nice. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shoot the damn bird because my rifle. I die. Of course I die. Um, so I'm like, okay, the bird is flying away. No, it's not flying away. I respawn and it directly attacks me again. And I think, okay, it's okay. I mean, there's like a random bird spawn. I thought I could get away with it, but I think it's okay. I think I'm at the stage in the game where the game can throw one of these big ass rat birds at me, and I will be able to kill it. That's okay. I was just, hoping. I was stupid myself, Maybe I should have implemented the car into the game where the actual quest was, so I wouldn't have to deal with the bird. Maybe that's something that the developers, the game designers had in mind. So I'm like, okay, my fault. I'll just, not take the car. I'll like walk to the quest woman and finish that vehicle quest. But the irony is that, and I'm going to fast forward this. The irony is that she's like, okay, oh, awesome vehicle. I'm going to have a seat, and you're going to have to give me a little drive. And where does she want to be driven to? Right, exactly. Over the bridge and into the area where we just came from. So, this is where I'm like, what the hell? I mean, the vehicles obviously get stuck on the bridge a lot. And that is like, okay, the quest is give me a ride. And it's like, okay, but, why do we have to take the bridge? Take the bridge, the vehicle gets stuck. And addition to that, the damn bird respawned. So the developers must know people have to drive over that bridge. The bridge sucks because the vehicles get stuck on it, like now, as you can see. And in addition to that, we'll spawn this giant rat bird over the bridge, which will attack you when you go over the bridge. And we will make the turret so weak that you can't really kill it with a turret, because the radius where the turret can actually shoot is so limited, so you have to get out of it, kill it with your rifle or your sword or whatever. And I have to be honest, I was so excited building that car, getting it into the game, and then I got to this part and I was like, fuck it, I hate this game. I don't know why. I mean, it's just I don't know. It kind of saddens me. So I killed the bird, and there's gonna be a lot of crap happening. I don't know if I fall down. At this point, I'm like really mad at the game. I'm like, oh my god, I hate this. But I have to do it because I'm recording, you know, I want to show people my awesome car. So, of course, I run into this pack of clown face monsters, which I can't kill with my turret because, you know, they just swarm me, and the radius of my turret doesn't really want me to shoot straight down like in front of me, which I don't know if you could actually, you know, change the construction of the game. So yeah, I try to drive back, and it's like, you know, normally if I would be like more pragmatic, I would probably be like, oh, there are monsters coming. I know my car can't deal with them, so I have to get out and kill the monsters like with my rifle. But that's not the way I think. I'm like, okay, I'm at the point of the game where I can build my damn car. It gives me a quest, ride the car around with a lady in the back, and when I get attacked, that's why I have a turret. So that's why the game allows me to put a turret on my car. I can kill the monsters with my turret. I mean, that would be kind of a cool quest thing, you know? You get a car, and now you can kill monsters with your turret. But I can't. I have to get out. And I get swarmed by little animals, or I get attacked by a big bird. Yeah, so this was really frustrating for me. Um, yeah, I hope. I mean, it's alpha, and that's okay um, with me. But you know, sometimes when they're like major elements in a game, um, which seem to be clunky or bugged, sometimes I have the feeling that it's too big. Um, those bugs or those things are just too big in the engine itself that it can't really be fixed. Um, so even though I really like the idea of this game, I think the idea of the game is one of the greatest of all times. I think it's just awesome to have like a nice a game with nice graphics, have that build mode. See, now I get swarmed by these things again, and there's probably like a big bird attacking me too. Now I died. They just, my car is almost trashed. Not fun. Not fun at all, I have to say. Where was I? Yeah, it's nice, a game with nice graphics, having this build exploration mode in it, but if it plays like this, I don't like it. I don't really like it. So I don't know if I really feel like playing through the story mode, because a couple of words to this about the story. I think the story is actually pretty cool. I think it's actually pretty decent. You have this little conflict between the Martians and the Earthlings. You have this unknown entity on the planet, like natives or something, that New Jack's guy. It's all very mysterious and cool. You have like some weird looking rock formations where you think, okay, this is probably made by some aliens or something. So the story is actually pretty cool, but the gameplay is just not cutting it for me at the moment. Maybe it will get better. So yeah, it'll probably take a little while before the next video will come out. I have to see about that. So yeah, thanks for watching this part. Sorry about my little rant, or maybe not rant, but maybe I don't know, critique, concern, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye.